this evil scientist in the top of the Glendale Hills in a McMansion in the Glendale Hills.
So saying the evil scientist, let's go to the unboxing real quick.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not gonna bury the lead here. A guy sent us a 1938 edition of Mein Kampf that was owned by a Nazi.
Jesus Christ. A 1938?
Yeah.
Well, that's actually crazy. Can we sell that?
Yeah, it's worth a lot of money. It's in German.
Oh my God, can I see that?
Yeah. Open it up. Hitler signed the inside of it.
He went to like a Comic-Con, got a signing from Hitler. Man, that's crazy. That's fucking...
It's worth a shitload of money.
It's in fucking German, and the German looks like you're about to kill Jewish people. That's insane. Wow. So, that's insane.
So he sent me all these documents here, and I'm not supposed to see people's names.
Dude,
because
who writes letters like that? That looks like you're killing Jews, those letters.
Yeah, that looks like you're doing experiments on letters.
So this was the...
Sewing letters together, drilling holes in letters' heads and pouring water in it.
He sent me all the legal documents on it because this was owned by a Nazi who was extradited from the United States in 1999.
Our fan?
Yeah. You figure out it was our granddaddy. Yeah.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Our granddaddy Wilhelm von Avery.
So this guy was part of a Lithuanian battalion of Nazis that were responsible for the deaths of like upwards of 20,000 Jews.
I don't like that at all.
It says, and all of this is a matter of record. I read all of this stuff that he sent me. He asked me just to exclude the name. After the war, Germany refused to recognize the Lithuanian Provisional Government, and the new Lithuanian Army, the Battalion for the Defense of National Labor, was reorganized to serve German purposes. So they said, and I think Himmler went on record saying that their acts were so heinous, the Nazi Party didn't even associate with them.
Yeah.
They were so bad.
That's got to be bad. When Himmler says knock it off.
So I think from what I understand is like, I think they armed them and were like, okay, we're not going to fund you, but if like you guys want to do stuff in the name of Hitler, go ahead.
Sure.
And then like all the Nazi Party was like, Jesus, crow. Oh my God, what are they doing over there?
Wait a minute.
They were like Contras for Nazis.
They were too crazy for Nazis?
Yeah. They were like, remember when like Alex Jones had to go on InfoWars and say like Owen Benjamin will never be on his program because he's like a sick man. Like Hitler had to go on a big podium and be like, look, these guys are fucking nuts. Right. All right. They're going from village to village. I have there's a record here. Shit, I didn't highlight anything. I should have done that. I feel like I'm on InfoWars right now.
I was going to say, it's very funny to imagine Himmler doing like a PR conference with cameras and being like, listen, we pull their teeth out. We don't eat them afterwards.
Yeah, is there like, Himmler, you got to get in front of this.
Oh, here we go. So from October 6th through December, the Schutzmannschaft, along with the German 11th Reserve Police Battalion, participated in a number of killings actions in Minsk and the surrounding areas. More than 19,000 civilians were executed. This included the 1,300 residents of a Jewish village, over 630 persons who were killed on October 8th near all these places.
October 8th, huh? Interesting day.
Interesting. I hope this is the episode Brett Gelman finally watches. And he's like, I knew it.
I was so right.
They pulled out a Mein Kampf from Hitler.
So I do want to do this man some diligence where this man was his father's, like his Obi-Wan, basically. His dad came into contact with this guy, and this guy regretted all the killings he did. And it weighed heavy on his heart. And eventually, at the age of 81,
I'm sure he'd feel
United
that same
States
way
extradited him back to Lithuania. And I don't know what happened to him there.
I'm sure he would have felt the same way if the scoreboard didn't go the other way. Now that he's living in the U.S., he's like, it sucked. I'm sorry.
Right. Now he has to repent and shit. There will be a documentary made about this guy on Netflix in like a year.
It's called like My Neighbor the Nazi.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and they fuck him in it.
Oh, it also says here, he says, unknown to my father, he also served in the Eastern Front, and as Russia was pushing into German lines, he told my father he recalled burning up 2 or 3 MG-42 machine gun barrels, and that he remembered shooting many young soldiers who were probably 13 to 16-year-old boys the Russians used as troops. So he didn't kill Americans, at least. You know, he just he killed a bunch of Russians. And he says he was a giant of a man. He was like this huge. So he was literally like
just with his actions on Earth.
Yes. So he was like a 7 foot tall Lithuanian Nazi who was just some strange super soldier who was a hero in this war, for the bad side.
He was like the judge, but for Nazis. Yeah.
But he regretted it later.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
fine, that's all we need.
Yeah. Put him in Nuremberg and they go, do you feel sorry? He's like, yes. And they go, okay.
Yeah, I mean, what are they supposed to do, They were killed if they didn't participate, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
there were like hippie Germans. They're like, I'm not going to the war, man. You're doing no good out there, man.
They're smoking weed.
Yeah. I'm going to Canada, man.
Yeah, man. Me and my homie, we're gonna fuck each other at the draft, man. And they just bullets in the back of their heads, thrown in a pile.
You know what's funny is this guy was in a battalion in Lithuania.
There's what?
This guy was in a battalion. Like they were like, no, we need to do this for Hitler's will. Like they weren't living in Germany like we have to enlist. They weren't even making a dime off the thing. They were doing it out of literally the love of their heart for Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Which is kind of crazy. Like they were doing it pro bono.
Right.
They were pro bono Nazis.
They're like the guys you heard moved to the South to fight in the Civil War on that side. You're like, damn. Like that's
they spent like $8,000 getting to the South just to fight.
They took out a second mortgage so they could fight for slavery.
From my loose knowledge of this, because I don't understand everything that was going on over there in World War II. From what I understand, they were a battalion that Germany was like, I don't know what they're doing, but we're not going to say it's bad.
Right.
And we're going to maybe ship them some stuff, but we can't technically pay them. And then the stuff they did was so heinous. Germany at the end of the war was like that. They were fucked over there. Really? They were able to point a finger at these people in Lithuania because they were so insane, because they were like Vikings going from village to village and exterminating people.
Like Russians and shit?
Yeah, like Russian Jews. Because they were, like in Germany, they did the due diligence of like, they would, out of sight, out of mind, and you'd be like, what happened to the Schmaltz, the Schmaltzmans? What happened to the Goldbergs?
We're making clouds.
They went on vacation to the sky.
Yeah. They are now. they make rain.
They left behind their teeth, though, and their shoes.
But, I think this is worth thousands of dollars.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm not kidding. Why did he set? That's like he could have sold that to Richard Spencer or somebody.
And then there's the signature of the man himself. He, I believe,
he waited at Barnes and Noble. Hitler sat there. It was like a really boring reading.
Yeah, it says to Jenny, your number one fan.
The Barnes and Noble right next to the Americana.
Yeah, he went and got a shitty Starbucks.
Yeah, a bunch of Nazis at the Grove in line waiting to get their book signed.
Yeah, while a homeless guy is shitting all over the walls of the bathroom. Hitler needs to use it after him.
So it is not signed by Hitler, but it has like the signature of, like just to prove to people, it has the signature of the man himself there, which is crazy. Yeah. And at the beginning, it has the signature of a couple guys and a date. Literally, it's etched there with like I imagine some sort of Nazi quill.
It says Ashley Babbitt, October 7th.
But when you get baptized and you get a Bible, like this is what they got.
I don't want to shit on this guy that sent this because thank you so much.
Yeah,
it's worth a lot of money. We could sell it for a couple $1,000.
I don't know if that's an action. This seems like a copy. The signatures.
Oh, you think it's a forgery?
I think
might be forged.
I think that is a copy, but I think this is handwritten.
This is like a
look at that there, the date.
That looks like a Nazi "catch me if you can" thing. This looks like a guy was
Yeah, you're like the guy from Pawn Stars. You're like, I got a Hitler guy. I'll bring him in.
He was on Antiques Roadshow. The person's like, I regret to inform you, this is not an original Mein Kampf.
Yeah, it pans to you. You're in full.
Some old guy just starts sobbing. It's the only thing I ever loved.
Yeah, it pans to him, and he's got the full German spiked helmet on. He goes, "Oh fuck!"
You realize holding it in the weight of your hands, words, the power of words it's astronomical. That you could write a book and move mountains of. So it's
move more than mountains.
You can move a little bit more than mountains.
You could be a human herder.
Move mounds, really.
A man could sit at a typewriter for a few years, take it to the printing presses, and convince a man to kill his own brother.
Yeah.
Very
Is
strange.
that why you're getting into writing? Once you realize this? That is, I got to be honest, I would rather a guy send us like Harriet Tubman's teeth or something.
Oh, so then, okay, but hold on.
Than a Nazi's copy
We
of Mein
don't.
Kampf.
So this is what's funny because we have the unbreakable of fan bases because we have like a guy sitting as Hitler stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have to have another guy at the end of the spectrum. This is Lemon Party here.
Sure.
Jace, this guy, he's one of the Jewish fans of the podcast, and he
Okay.
wanted to send you something.
Okay, what is this? Oh, he sent me a yarmulke.
He sent you his yarmulke.
That's a
very-
yarmulke?
and
It looks
wrote
like
you
an
a-
N95.
Yeah, did Fauci wear this?
Yes.
Do I put... I think I got to turn it
It's he says, by the way, we've been saying yarmulke wrong. It's a kippa. You say kippa, and then yarmulke is yarmulke. Yarmulke, I think.
Watch, I put this on in the Patreon doubles. We immediately get good management.
Well, he wrote you a nice. No, there's no Jews in podcasting. Let's be real.
Dear Jace, this is proof that you have at least one Jewish listener who can laugh along with your faux anti-Semitic. I never said it was faux. and anti-Israel tirades. Despite them, you're still invited to the deli. Oh, I love that. It's like you're invited to the cookout.
I like that, yeah.
Where
good shit.
we'll fix you a plate of bagel and lox and gefilte fish. As a token of my appreciation, please find one real authentic yarmulke. Now you can blend in whenever you find yourself in Williamsburg or a bank. Very good.
Or a tunnel. I that's really endearing. Thank you.
That's
buddy.
awesome,
Yeah.
right?
That's awesome.
And
That warms my heart.
It came in the same, the same shipment of stuff that had
that had Mein Kampf in it. I can't believe the box didn't explode in the mail.
Okay.
Yeah, I picked it up and it was glowing like the Indiana Jones rocks.